My new car project has locks and ignition switch from 3 different vehicles. I want it all to work with just one key. I could figure out how to get this one out of this junk car here. First thing I'm going to do is take the wheel off. There we go. Doesn't look like I broke. Oh yeah, I did. I broke that one. Oh, yep, it's broke. The other 3 look okay. And the little wire going to the horn button disconnects. Alright. This is bracket right here. Looks like it's got 4 screws in it. I'm going to go ahead and try to take that out so it won't be in the way. Alright, I loosened up those 4 screws. And there's screws all over the place, and there's that piece. There, now I'm open to my big nut there. It takes a size 17, and I just broke it loose. It came right loose easy. There's my nut. Well, one of my nuts. Okay, I've just got a cheap puller here. I actually have a couple of them. And what I need is a couple of bolts like this. The holes on either side are threaded. They're not an exact match to these, but close enough I think I can get a grip on it. I just screwed those in a little bit. I had to find longer bolts, so those look like they'll work. I'll put my pointy cap on the bottom end. Now I'll just screw this in until it hits the steering shaft. Okay, I have it lined up and snug. If I tighten that up, steering wheel should slide right off of there. Well, something came loose and the steering wheel is off. So it took me a lot longer to set that up than it did to take it off. Next, take this thing off. Got 4 Phillips head screws, and that'll come off. Alright, I just took those 4 screws out, and this thing will just slide off. There's an electrical connector right up there. I can't really work on it with it in the car because the dashboard's in the way. A bolt there on each side. Down below, behind the pedals, 4 bolts. Okay, these 2 screws up in the front here, those are not Phillips screws, those are size 40 Torx, like that. Got one out. Need that. This is a security Torx. You don't have to have the hole in the middle, but you need one of these. And they're very tight. Before I do those bottom ones, 1994 Sidekick. It was actually made in September of 93, but it's a 94 model. My wife's doctor just gave it to me. Said he was sick of having it in his yard. There's a bolt, size 10 bolt, right up there on the steering shaft that holds the steering shaft onto this part down here. So that needs to come off. An issue I have is that the steering wheel is locked and I don't have the key to unlock it because I didn't get a key with this car. They didn't have one. In order to get that top bolt out, I used this little socket set I picked up. The sockets look like that. And they just slide, pop right in there. And then it's a ratchet, but it's really short. Anyway, reach in and pull it out. There we go. And this one up front. Okay. This whole shaft should slide out of there. There we go. Slide down and then out. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Yeah, the rubber boot's all broken down here. Before I take out this second torque screw up here, I'm going to take those 4 bolts out from on the bottom. I think they're size 12. Just put an extension on my ratchet and take those out. Alright, I have these 4 bolts out. They have blue thread locker on them, so they're kind of hard to take out. Now, I'll take out that last Torx nut. I already have it part way out. There we go. Zip tie on it down there. I need to snip that off. There we go. Now I should be able to wiggle this thing out. And there we go. One steering column with the lock assembly on it. Alright, let's take this in the garage. Now what I want to do is take out these 2 weird bolts here that don't have any bolt heads on them. So first I'm going to try to punch a hole or a dimple as close as I can to the center. This regular center punch. Now that wasn't in the center. That one in the middle, I think. Nice dent. This one. Oh, that's not in the middle. There, we got it. Small size drill bit. Now I can't even read the size of it, it's all scratched off. Now I'm just going to drill these out a little bit. Okay. Take a little set of these for getting broken bolts out. It's got one end to ream the hole out, and then the other end just reverse thread twisted out. I've used it a bunch of times. I got it on Amazon. I used this little, if I'm right, should be able to turn them right out of there. There's one. Thank you. Thank you very much. And it's loose. There's the other one. And there's the lock. Steering lock right there. Now if I had put the key in there. Alright, here's the key. If I put the key in there and turn it to the on position, then that locking mechanism will go down. Turn it back again. Okay, that stays down until I pull the key out. Then it pops up. and locks the steering wheel. Ignition assembly and steering lock mechanism. Yeah, that's it.